Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I'm back to do a little haul video. I don't have anything extremely exciting, but just a few things that I've been randomly picking up, and if you're into paper crafting, you might like to see it. And then a couple of gifts that I wanted to show you that were given to me. The very first one though is this beautiful card from my sweet crafting friend Angie Paisley, and this is from Christmas, you guys, but I was just so blessed excuse me, to receive a Christmas card all the way from England from Angie, and I've been meaning to show it on the last several videos. As you can tell, it's already February, but look at how beautiful. This is the last card that I've had displayed. I've already put my Christmas cards away, but because she made it on such a beautiful vintage theme, I feel like I can keep it out for more than just Christmas, and I just like looking at it. So what a bright spot in my day when I went to the mailbox and pulled this out. So thank you so much, Angie. She put all this beautiful layering and book pages, and if you know Angie Paisley, her YouTube channel is just Angie Paisley, but she makes gorgeous cards. She can do pretty much anything in the way of crafting. She sews and she does journals and she just does all kinds of stuff, but this card was so pretty. I love the image. It says Merry Christmas, but see, you can't even really see that, so I'm going to keep it out. I just like looking at it. I like all the cheesecloth and layering, and she left it so that I can actually write in it. If I wanted to, I could just change the liner paper, but I'm not going to. I think it's too special to use. I'm just going to display it, and I just wanted to share it with you. So thank you so much, my sweet friend. I hope you're doing well. And I want to show you another gift I received. My niece, oh, she's such a joy. Anyway, I mention her on occasion. My sister and I are identical twins, so it is said that identical twins, their children, are more like siblings genetically. So my niece has always felt like my own child to me, and my nephew. But she gave me this gorgeous pashmina scarf for Christmas, and she bought it in Paris. She was able to go to Paris last fall, and she calls me Casey, and she said, Casey, I bought you that, but it was just from the Paris H&M, and I wanted to buy you something from a real French store. So anyway, I'll show you this one, but these are just the most gorgeous muted olive green and pink, and they look like maybe peonies or lotus flowers. I don't know. I just love the print and the colors. So she got me this one, and then she went to a store. Look at the bright paper. Now it looks blue, but it's actually very purple. And they have poppy flowers and butterflies and birds. And I don't know the name of this store. Pylons? Anyway, it's a French store, but look at this scarf. I don't know where it's from. Now this is a different packaging. Oh yeah, there it is. If you know French, I'm sure you can read that. But the scarf is this vibrant red with gorgeous poppies. And I'm just feeling so special that she brought something back for me. I have been to Paris a couple times, and she knows I love scarves, and I guess I did buy a few when I was there, but it's been eons ago, and I would love to go back. But since I couldn't go with her, she brought me a couple of scarves. This one is so soft. It's really pretty. And she does speak fluent French, but she's so funny. She said, I just sound like an American trying to speak French. So she doesn't really try that much, but she should, because she's really good. But anyway, I wanted to share that from my sweet page. And then, if you're still interested, I have a couple more things. Oh, and then she also got me this adorable little coin purse. And I love coin purses. So I'm going to look forward to using that. I don't know if this one where it came from, but I love that. And then I was watching a little video that Mary did from one of those mailing things where you get a certain kit every month, and I'm sorry I can't remember the name, but as she was going through the different products they sent in the kit, she didn't know what type of products that would come in there, but she showed this little packet called Cottage Garden, and I I hunted high and low just for this packet alone. I didn't want to order the whole kit, but as she was thumbing through, she was showing all the tiny little prints. I'm trying to get it in frame. And I just fell in love with the patterns. Now I have to say, I had no idea how tiny they are. These are like 2 by 2 inch squares. They might be shorter, but I'll be generous and say they're 2 by 2. So now I see why she was going to use them for dollhouse wallpaper. Nonetheless, I was determined to find these, and I did. And I'm in love with the teeny tiny little floral print. And I'm sorry, I hope it doesn't look very focused. But I guess it's because the print is so tiny. So I hope you can see these. But look how pretty. There's 2 of each color. And each print. I love this one. Can you see that? And then this one is probably my favorite because it's on the off-white paper with the little pink roses. And then this one, love this one. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to try to focus this a little better. Okay, I think that may have helped. Maybe a little bit. Could just be my vision. There's one. Aren't these pretty? They get a little bit larger as you go back, you know, through the stack. I think they'd make wonderful layering for tags. I also have these little tiny gift boxes. I think they'd make pretty little liners on the inside. Anyway, I got these from Etsy if you're interested. You could probably just type in Cottage Garden floral paper. I think the only thing I would say is be prepared for them to be a lot smaller than you might think. Isn't that adorable? These are just so sweet. So I just wanted these as part of my stash. Super, super pretty. Look at that one. So yeah, it's the little Cottage Garden tiny papers. And I think it was like $5.50. With shipping, it kind of made it expensive, but I guess that's just how much I wanted to own this little lovely packet of papers. And also on Etsy, I love floral print. You guys know that, I think, but I like to upcycle my clothes, and I like to add little unexpected prints and ruffles and things. And I found these vintage seam bindings, or I guess they're bias tape. Yeah, bias tape by Rights. And you can tell they're old because they were only 90 cents. And I got 3 yards. I didn't even open these, but I want to show you. I just love that they're floral print. They probably would be really pretty on a apron or on the hem of a cuff. Isn't that pretty? I had never seen printed bias tape like this. I mean, you can make your own, and I've purchased some from Etsy where the seller makes it and she just sells it, but this is pre-printed, packaged bias tape by Rice. I think my mom liked bias tape, and she used to make baby bibs a lot, and I remember rumbling through her sewing box finding different old vintage packages of bias tape. So this is a blue one, and the packaging is almost brittle because it's so old. I'm not sure I'll get it back in, but I'll do that a little later. Anyway, my pink and blue bias tape. And now, before I do the paper, let me do my little Hobby Lobby rant. So do you see this pretty little package of battery operated tea lights? It says your price. Okay, so it's my fault for not reading the small print, but they do this often, and I'm really happy I said something when I was checking out, because another lady had the same gripe. When you see the your price, that means it is not included in the discount. But they had an end cap where all of the tea light candles and candle holders were 40% off. So among all of the different sizes of the LED tea lights, they had these hanging. And I wish I would have taken a picture. So I thought, oh great, 50% off, these will be $4. So I put them in my cart, and I got to the front, and she said, oh, in the small print it says includes everything except those that say your price. And I think that's fair. I didn't read the small print. However, I don't think they should hang them with all of the ones that are actually 50% off, because it's very tricky. So there was another lady who was on the other aisle checking out, and I could hear her saying, well, they were all in the same space, and there's a big sign that says 50% off. And she said, I'm really sorry, but corporate makes us display them that way, and those are not included in the discount. So she said, I want to see a manager. So she got kind of testy about it. And I'm not sure because I left before the manager showed up, but I've got a feeling she made sure she got 50% off, even though it had the your price, because of the tricky way they had it all displayed. So I was just glad to know I wasn't the only one that kind of got duped by the by not reading the small print. And they'll just stick literally one item among all the other items that are 50% off, and you end up picking up the one, of course, that isn't going to be discounted. So anyway, that was my rant. But these are little really cute battery operated tea lights that I'm going to put down in my fairy houses. I was looking at a lady displaying hers on Etsy, and because they're this size, you can put 2 or 3 in the little fairy house, which helps them illuminate better. So in the end, it was worth it, but I hope they'll change that. They do that in the lace and trim section too. They'll hang the 40% off sign right on the laces and trims that are cut by the yard. So if they're hanging there, it says all laces and trims 50% off, but in the small print it says except those cut by the yard. So you think, well, then why do you hang the sign right there in front of all of the ones that are cut by the yard? Because most people are just seeing lace and trim 50% off. Does that make sense? Anyway, you gotta be savvy when it comes to getting in on the deals. So yesterday I was showing you guys my glass trivet that I made for making wax seals on, and I thought I would show you the decoupage paper that I purchased. It's the Stamperia one, and it's part of the Vagabond Lady paper pad too, but this is the rice paper, and I don't know if you can see, but it's got beautiful mauve colored flowers, and I just love everything about this print. I just think it's so pretty. So there's that. And then I love glassine bags. I love how they sound. And I love putting them in journals, and I found these at Joann's. And these I used my 50% off coupon for. But I love when you can find them already printed in sort of a vintage color scheme. So I thought those were really pretty. And I'm going to be able to include these in Happy Mail because they're so lightweight, especially if they need to go overseas. Excuse me. So I got 2 of the packages of glassine bags, and then I did get a clearance item from Hobby Lobby because these are really fun to decoupage on with tissue paper. So, and they're really fun to emboss too. Vellum envelopes. Again, for journaling or putting in journals or making a pretty envelope for a card. Oh, I'll fit those back in a minute. And I said this was going to be quick, so I'm just about done. But I got a little notification from this company, Scrappy Bird. Maybe I don't know how I stumbled upon them, but I'm just really happy with their products and their service. So it's called Scrappy Bird, and their prices are really good. And I found another Stamperia rice paper. It has the castles and fairies, and I'm sure it's from a specific paper line. Which this one from? I'm not exactly sure if it says which paper line this is from. Cottage Garden? I don't know if that's the paper line. Anyway, I just thought I love the grays and icy blue colors. And of course the Fairy Kingdom theme. And then I saw this. It was a little hard to see online, but they are, what are these? Sweet peas. And this was really reasonable. Let me see how much this was. This pack was really reasonable. I think it was only $5. Oh, that was the Cottage Garden one. $5.50. Huh, it just says one item. That's interesting. I don't think the 2 came together. Maybe I have another invoice somewhere because I know I paid for both. Anyway, these are the little, what do you call them? Sentiments? Card toppers? Tags? And I just thought they were really pretty, of course, being pink and green. Let's see if I can get it better centered. Aren't these pretty? Again, didn't really have a specific use for these, but I just liked the color scheme in the print. Oh, there's 2 of each. So you get 2 of the sentiment pages and 2 of each printed sheet. I like the checked one. So let's see. The last paper little pack I'll show you is this one. And let's see, this is the one that's called Cottage Garden. And it's got gorgeous prints on it. You guys, my dog is scratching on my door, which is really new. He's 12 years old and just started scratching the door. Not like damaging it or anything. He's really just putting his paw in there, but he never used to do that. And he's really just trying to let me know my son is home. He's such a funny dog. So I should say, okay, Rusty, I know, he's home. They really just don't like when I go in anywhere and close the door. I mean the dog, that is. So look at these, aren't they pretty? I'm just visiting with you as if you're sitting here and I'm showing you my haul. So thanks for visiting with me. Aren't these gorgeous? So if you like what you see, go over to scrappybird.com and you will be able to see all of their offerings. Yeah, this is the one. It's called Romantic Florals, 12 by 12 pattern cardstock. And I think the price was really good. And I love how soft and romantic the color is and the blending of the colors. Ooh, if you can tell, it's sort of the, I don't know if it's the dye on the paper, but it's kind of strong. There's that one. This one has some music notes. That one's gorgeous. And then this one is just another one of the same. So that's all for my little haul, and it's been longer than I thought I would be. That's always the case. But I enjoyed visiting with you, and I really appreciate you stopping by. And I'm going to get some crafting done this weekend. Looking forward to that. I have sewing projects. I didn't show you these, but I think it's because I had these in a flower haul another time, and I just repurchased these. So I'm gonna let you go for now. Thanks for visiting. I hope you're all getting some time to do a little crafting of your own. I'll be back again soon. Bye.